Some of the coolest 1/12 scale accessories are so much easier to get a hold of than you'd think. And in this video, we're going to be checking out these 3 incredible diorama pieces and of course, doing some toy photography. Okay, I think I am officially prepared to deem what's in this box the coolest accessory, action figure, diorama pieces, whatever you want to call it, that I own. In this box, I'm really excited. I bought this stuff a while ago. It's taken me so long to finally open up this box, and I'm very excited. What I want everyone to do after watching this video, do yourself a huge favor. Go on to Etsy and just search like 1/12 scale accessories, dioramas, whatever, and you will go down a rabbit hole of how much cool stuff that exists out there. I'm so glad I stumbled upon Knight's shop because I'm a big fan of soda. I love cold drinks. I just love that kind of thing. The branding, old school, classic stuff like that. This right here are a couple, actually 3 1/12 scale Pepsi and Coke vending machines that look absolutely incredible. That light up, all kinds of stuff. They look amazing, and I'm so excited to open them up. I'm so excited. So if you are interested in Knight's shop specifically, I will of course have the link in the description to everything I've got, their shop. Everything is all in the description as always, and they're really cool. I've got a nice free t-shirt that they sent me along with my order, stuff like that, and I'm quite excited about it. So thanks, Knight's shop. Very excited to open up your stuff. So if you could think of the most random and coolest 1/12 scale accessory to go with your action figures, what would it be? Honestly, the coolest thing that I can think of, kind of along this lines, is those Star Wars Episode 1 vintage like Pepsi machines. That would be the coolest freaking thing to have. I mean, I would love a full-size one. 1/12 scale one, maybe Knight's shop can whip me up one of those. I would love that. I'm sure they could do it. One that lights up and everything with cans. Oh my God. Okay, here they are. So these two right here these were like 60 bucks a piece, 62 or something like that. And this one was 30. And so there are different options too. Like I could have gotten one without the cans, but I did want the cans, so I chose to pay a little bit more for the one with the cans. And then this one doesn't light up or have quite as many details going on, so it's significantly cheaper for sure. I mean, you got detail going all around the sides here. You even got all this stuff back here. So freaking cool. And the Coke one, same exact thing. We even got a little bit of classic, that whatever that detailing is on with the drops there. So incredibly cool. And then this is more like a vintage kind of one. And the door opens. So they do they light up. So here's a battery thing right here, so I'm not really sure. I'm gonna figure that out and put some batteries in there. So I got myself a couple of 9-volt batteries here, which I did have to buy separately. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I've ever purchased a 9-volt battery in my day. Okay, slide that back in. Okay, so I think to turn it on, you just have to open the door. So let's make it all epic. Turn the lights off. Here we go. So cool, look at that. Okay, I just thought of the stupidest idea and I really want to do it. I wonder if I spray a ton of atmosphere aerosol in there and then like open the door, I'll get like a cool fog creeping out of the thing effect. I have no idea if this is gonna work. So all right, I'm gonna try.
You feel it coming? The icy cold of space.
Oh my God, I think that actually worked. I hope that actually showed up in camera with the slow-mo, because it totally did. It's so cool. Honestly, I think this thing is so incredibly cool, and for $60, I think it's pretty worth it. It seems pretty legit. It's like I could have bought like an SH Figuarts for this amount. And so for this, I'm getting the right scale. I'm getting some actual movability, a lot of detail in there. I'm getting a light up stuff, and you know, I'm getting, I think, worth my money here. This looks cool. Some of the details that like on the Pepsi and some of the writing isn't perfect. You know, if you look close, it's not totally perfect. There is a little bit of that 3D printing lineage going on, but it's very slight. There's not a whole lot of it. All of the tiny little cans, I'm sure that took a lot of total tedious time, you know, all of that stuff in there. I do wish maybe I could take the cans out, but I can't do that, so that's a little unfortunate. But I kind of wish the light stayed on too. Like if I have it closed, I wish I could do that, but it doesn't do that. But that's okay. I feel pretty good with the money I spent on this. Then with the Coke machine, we've got the same deal. I mean, look how good that looks. the way the light kind of shines through in the back there with those lines going, like that looks really great. That looks so cool. Man, very, very happy with this. But the same thing with the Pepsi one, the Coca-Cola on the top isn't totally perfect, but it's good enough. And actually the siding on the Coke one is not 3D printed or textured. It's kind of like a decal, which I guess is pretty accurate. It makes sense to me. I guess, I don't know, it makes sense to me. So incredibly cool. So this Pepsi one's a little bit more straightforward. It's kind of like just this box, really. It's not a whole lot more. This comes out, actually, which not sure if that's supposed to, but it does. Maybe so you can put a can or something in there if you have a can. But one of the things that's really cool is the, what's going on here? The detail on here is awesome. Like, this is so cool. This is so, like, I just want to push these buttons. And even this instructions thing here actually has wording on it. Like, that's so incredibly small. How do you even print things that small? This thing would be so much cooler if it did light up, though. Like, if these were translucent and it lit up through there somehow, that would be so cool. But this one was half the price, you know, a whole lot cheaper. So that's definitely where that comes in. So I'm okay with that, you know what I mean? Totally okay with that. As far as scale is concerned, these are 1/12 scale. So like a Marvel Legends, for instance, it fits. But I think it'll fit better with your, maybe your SH Figuarts style. With these guys being a little bit smaller, I think it does fit better with these guys, for sure. If you're gonna go with something that this, use your Figuarts with these guys, but it still works with the other figures, for sure, it absolutely does. All right, so check this out. I've got this absolutely beautiful diorama right here, which I don't really ever use dioramas. If you ever watch any of my videos or my toy stuff, I don't really use dioramas very often, but I do have this beautiful one made by Insightful Imagery. Mike is an amazing, amazing dude, and this, you know, diorama is freaking incredible. And I really thought that these accessories, these vending machines, would really kind of work with it. So I'm gonna just kind of fart around and see how they look with all this and maybe take a shot or two, I don't know. Okay, well, I have officially set up everything. So I've got a little skeleton right here who's dying. Actually, no, he's dead. He's already dead, obviously, but he has died drinking some Coke by the Coke thing. These are actually other bottles that I had. I think I found these at like Hobby Lobby or something. They're pretty easy to get a hold of, these little Coke bottles. And I've got the Pepsi one back there and the other one back there too. I don't think this one's gonna be in frame, but what I did is I put a couple of Lume cubes back there, so then they're really just showing light through those windows back there. And so this light that I usually have here, that's shining right above here, so it's giving a little bit of light over here just on top of this stuff, so it's barely doing anything else. And then I put that one there to get a little bit of lighting on the skeleton, and so in camera it looks really cool. So here he is in camera right now, and that one little light next to him is actually doing, I think, quite a bit of difference. And I've got everything in focus the way I want it to be. So what I can do is if I just open that up and open this up, they're starting to flicker a little bit, which is gonna be cool for a video, but actually that's, I wonder if that's, I don't think that's supposed to happen. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But in camera, the lighting looks cool. Like, that looks really cool for a video because it looks abandoned and stuff like that. But why are you doing that? Well, anyway, let's just move on with it. I did put a little chain on top of here too. And so in camera, it looks really freaking cool. My shutter speed's only at 100 right now because I barely need any bit of light showing through, barely anything at all. And my f-stop's at 2.5 because I still like it to be a little blurry. Or my ISO is at 400 right now. So everything's looking pretty cool. I'm kind of happy with this shot. I don't usually do stuff like this, but I'm kind of happy with it. And of course, I got to use a little bit of atmosphere aerosol as well. And that should add a nice little bit of fog in there. And that's gonna be pretty much the whole shot. I'll have all of this other stuff linked in the description. The maker of this diorama, he sells a lot of stuff too. Insightful Imagery, I'll have him linked in there. All my lights will be linked in the description. Everything's in there. And even these are made by someone named Go Figure Go. And I'll have him linked in there too. And so everything's gonna be there. And I'm just gonna go and take this shot, and that's about it. So, like I said, make sure to do yourself a big favor. Go on to Etsy. Just search 1/12 scale or something like that, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with just how much cool stuff you find, just like how I found at Knight's shop with these really amazing vending machines. I'm really happy with these. These are really great, and I'm curious to see how they might come in handy for some more toy photography in the future. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. This photo, of course, will be posted up onto Instagram and TikTok, Twitter, all of that. If you want to follow me over on those platforms, those will all be linked in the description along with everything else. And as always, thank you so much for making this video a part of your day, and I will see you in the next one.